family prayer and pledge was held in our work session. We will have approval of our minutes from December the 3rd, 2024. We will have approval of our agenda for tonight, December the 3rd, 2024, regular meeting. We will hear reports from the council on standing committees. David Cole to address us about, discuss the purchase of iron and steel for future use by utilities, which I don't see him, so we will continue on. We will have,
Hey, we know Mr. Cole.
tell we start on
See, I don't
time.
write the whole thing. You dressed up too nice for a big tourist.
Oh, okay. Just have a seat, sir. Thank y'all so much. We will have David Cole discuss purchase of iron and steel for future use by utilities. We will have reports from special, no reports on, from the special committees, no public hearing. We will have a report on the status of our city finance. No proclamations, no unfinished business. New business number 1, resolution to reject all bids for bid number 2503 for pump station improvements at the Willows. This is sponsored by Mayor Baird and, there we go. Lynn's gonna tell us about this.
We're gonna reject the bid. It's a little bit over budget. We're gonna look at the scope of work to see if we can change some things, and maybe some things we can move around that we can encumber in-house, cut some costs, we don't know. So we just recommend it.
Did we have any bidders?
Yes, we had 2, there's one on the paperwork, has some paperwork.
Both of them are so far over that it was just, we don't have any extra money in sewer capital budget right now, so we couldn't, we had to do something else.
So are we gonna rebid, I'm assuming?
Yes.
So do you foresee a little bit different spec on it, or?
Hopefully we can change some things in the scope of work to get the price down. And that's our thing.
Sure.
Any other questions or comments?
Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate you. Number 2, resolution authorizing the mayor of Bellingham City to apply for an assistance to firefighters grant for thermal imaging cameras. This is sponsored by Councilor Eric Bryant, and our chief is here to see us tonight.
Oh, man, I didn't know. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry
Let's see, Ron, what you got on
Christmas.
that? We have 4 cameras now, 2 of them bought in 2005, the other 2 in 2016. So we'd like permission to do this grant for 4 new ones. It'll be Bullard thermal imaging cameras. It's 5% max, so $40,000 will be about $2 grand, which we'll budget. And we'll put it on our budget for 25.
I'm assuming technology is significantly improved.
Yes.
On this.
Any other questions or comments for Reese? Thanks so much, Chief. Good to see you. We missed you last time around.
Yep, I'm still here. I have to go to this next thing too. Go ahead.
Number 3, resolution to set a public hearing to allow public input on the necessity for private ambulance service, sponsored by Councilor Eric Bryant.
I talked to Eric today, and Eric wanted me to be very transparent on this because it affects a lot of people. So I made a copy of the codes of Alexander City. I talked to Stephanie about it, and I'm gonna give y'all a copy of it and let y'all go over it. It's chapter 38, and it's different sections in that. Section 3896, section 3897, section 3898 that tells us how to handle this process for this public hearing and the steps to do to get this, to make sure they're certified to come in. I highlighted the chart.
Thanks so much. Appreciate you.
Oh, we got to. All right, so we've been talking to Haynes about Amazon that help us with transport out of Russell Hospital. So they have put in an application now. They have to do an application, public convenience and necessity. And as you see, the first step in 3896 is their application and things they have to address in their application. So the address, where they're from, how many vehicles, which is gonna be one vehicle, whether or not the applicant has any crimes, or has any judgments against them, or the character of service that they will be able to offer. And also, if they got good insurance, and they're private service anyway, so whatever happens to be in them.
Have you worked with them before?
Yeah, we work with them all the time. And I've known Kurt Bassett, and he'll be here for the public hearing, pretty much my whole career.
Okay.
I mean, they have ups and downs, like really hard to get people to work and all, but if they give them, I trust them.
Okay.
We have outs if they don't, and you can see through further in chapter 38, if they don't do their part. We have outs, the city can terminate them anytime for anything.
Chief, on the billing side of it, are we still gonna do the billing? Or any transport they do, they'll do the billing?
They'll do all the billing, they'll handle all their dispatch issue, the numbers and everything, and all their recording of their information. We don't have to keep up with these.
So it's gonna take workload away to free up us for resident, or
Yeah.
staying in the city limits.
So that's the applicant part, and it requires the fire chief, which is myself, to do a investigation of their application, which he sent us a letter. I don't know if Stephanie attached it with this, but he sent a letter and answered all the questions on the application. And I looked at them, and they're true, factual. So after that, I sent a letter to Stephanie, and that's where we're at now, request a public hearing. And that last page, 3898, in the code, is the public hearing. And it describes in there that the things that we want to ask them, that y'all gonna ask them. And I'll have him here, plus people from the fire department. I got, Captain Sue was here today, people that work on shift that will be here to explain to y'all the reason behind it. And I mean, I'm sure a lot of y'all know, but the reason that we think there is a necessity. And thank you, Mayor, I couldn't have done it without you. Eric too, everybody's helped, I've talked to everybody about it, they understand.
Thank you, Mayor. Let me sit in on the meeting with the hospital and Reese and all. It was a great meeting. Everybody put their problems out on the table, and I was glad, thank you all, and thank Roman Hospital and Mayor coming up with an equitable solution for everybody. Because it's been a real problem that the hospital's needs and outpaced our ability to help them.
It's,
So, that was a great job.
and you've probably heard this 1,000 times, you know you have people in the medical field, it's the patient. It's the best for the patient.
That's what counts.
Y'all done
Any questions or comments, Reese? I want to hear what the problem is with, you want to elaborate on what the problem is, the number of calls and all of that good stuff, or are you good
I'm good.
Yeah, we'll address it a lot more
in the public hearing?
Yeah, when you got that to look at for your questions.
Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate y'all, thank y'all. We did have, no public comments, as no one signed up. We will have comments from the mayor, comments from the finance director, comments from the city clerk, comments from the council. We will need to go into an executive session as well. We will handle that when we get there. And we will adjourn and not reconvene following our executive session. So at this time, we're gonna go ahead and call our regular scheduled meeting to order. At this time, I need a motion to approve our minutes for December the 3rd, 2024 regular meeting.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote. Counselor Hardy,
Yay.
Counselor Eric Brown,
Abstain?
Counselor Phillips,
Yay.
Counselor Chris Brown.
Yay.
Chair, yay. At this time, we need a motion to approve our agenda for tonight.
Make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Roll call, any discussion? Roll call vote, Counselor Hardy,
Yay.
Counselor Eric Brown,
Yay.
Counselor Chris Brown,
Yay.
Counselor Phillips,
Yay.
Chair, yay. At this time, we will hear reports from the council on standing committees. Finance committee, everybody has been working hard to continue their processes. We commend them on the job that they do. We want to wish them a Merry Christmas. We ask you to keep them we ask you to keep that department in your prayers because they handle a very crucial part for our city. We want to thank them for the awesome job they've done all year. Thank y'all. Public Safety Committee, Councilor Eric Brown.
I'd like to do the same thank you for all the men and women in the fire department, police department, that help keep our city safe and moving. Y'all have a Merry Christmas. Thank y'all.
Utilities Committee, Councilor Phillips.
I have no new notes. I would like to say, the noise around the water issues seems to have come down, so great job. Seems like that has settled down a little bit. So great job from the utilities and the water department. And other than that, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Parks and Recreation, Councilor Chris Brown.
Parks and Rec's busy as normal. This past 2 weekends, we had a lot of the nativity scene that went through the sportsplex. They assisted local churches in setting up for the drive-through along with the police department. Had downtown Christmas this past Saturday, which was a huge event. A lot of people showed up for that. The golf course is still ahead of where it was this time last year. We had a great report from Casey in our work session and where we finished last year. Golf course did make money, which is probably a first in a very long time, if not ever. Also, we had a report on potential, or the new park, not potential, but the new park over at 6th Street, the new equipment that we'll be putting in for the playground for the kids in that area. So everything's going well in Parks and Rec. As normal, if you get a chance, get out and play around the golf. And I wish everybody in the Parks and Rec department a Merry Christmas and thank you for the job they do on a daily basis.
Public Works Committee, Council President Pro Tem Hardy.
I just wanted to wish our team a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. They continue to be great stewards of the services that they're providing, and we're very appreciative of them, and so just want to thank them again.
Building, he's not here. And I'm pretty sure Councilor Tapley will say the same thing for Buildings and Property. Thank you all for the great job that you all do all year. We want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. There will be a public hearing on Monday, January 6, 2025, to hear public comments on the application of an ADECA CDBG and ED grant of $100,000 and an ARP grant of $180,000 to assist in providing utilities to the Two Rivers project. That will actually be on Monday, January 6th. At this time, we will hear from David Cole, who is here to discuss the purchase of iron and steel for future use by our utilities. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Mayor, members of the council. Thank y'all so much for allowing me to come and visit with you tonight. First of all, Merry Christmas. Is Miss Stephanie here? Thank you very much for all your help in preparation for this. My name is David Cole. I represent the ductile iron pipe industry, along with its 4,000 hardworking Alabamians, of which this industry employs. First of all, I want to say thank you to all the elected officials that are here. I've worked on campaigns for over 20 years, and I understand the toll that it takes on not only the candidate, but the spouses and the friends and the family for you to run for office. So thank you for what you do. I realize it is not a part-time job that you get calls all the time on weekends and nights. So it's very much appreciated for what you do. Ductile iron pipe is America's backbone in the drinking water infrastructure industry. All three manufacturers of ductile iron pipe are based right here in Alabama, actually up the road in Birmingham, with facilities throughout the country. You can rest assured that by purchasing domestic ductile iron pipe, that you're not only purchasing a made in America product, but you're purchasing a made in Alabama product. When it comes to buying local, particularly when you talk about drinking water infrastructure, it doesn't get any more local than Alabama-made ductile iron pipe. For every dollar that's invested in ductile iron, it's going to jobs, it's going to local revenue, and it's going to help the citizens of our state. This is a product that is extremely long lasting. As a matter of fact, we've got 4 cities in the States this year who's celebrating their 200th anniversary of cast iron pipe. So for 200 years, this product has been delivering safe, quality drinking water to its constituents. You may ask the question, well, what's the difference between cast iron and ductile iron? Ductile iron is the more improved version of cast iron. In the 1950s, there was a magnesium application in the manufacturing process that makes what then cast iron, now ductile iron, more durable, more resilient, more flexible. And so it's the improved version of cast iron. So we've, like I said, we've got cities that have had this in process for over 200 years. It's a very proven product. And given the anticipated growth of Alexander City, thanks primarily to your leadership, and in view of the long-term municipal planning, our ask is that the council amend its municipal ordinances to match its procurement policies with Alabama code, as well as federal, American iron and steel laws, which require that iron products acquired for the city's public works be cast in the United States, and of course, in this case, in Alabama. Like I said, we've got our 3-member companies that I represent have over 4,000 jobs right here in Alabama and thousands more throughout the country. And at the appropriate time, myself, our organization is more than happy to work with you and or your attorneys and all the code sections and making sure that the language is accurate as you hopefully would look at adjusting your ordinances to be pro-American, pro-Alabama, pro-ductile iron. With that, I'm happy to take any questions.
Any questions or comments?
Thank you for letting us know, because it is important.
Very.
Buy domestic and, in our case, in-state.
Well, absolutely, and I think y'all would agree, even with your industries here in Alexander City, we want to create an environment where they're not just surviving. We want them thriving. And so cities like Alexander City, with all of the growth that you've experienced and then all of the potential growth that you're going to experience down the road, we would love to partner with you guys on any drinking water infrastructure projects on the horizon.
Awesome.
I'd just like to ask a quick question and I'm not educated at all.
Sure.
Ductile iron and cost and all that, but from a cost perspective, are we able to, I know that we've always had this issue from overseas, ductile, and from a cost perspective, are we able to get, more in the neighborhood of being competitive from that perspective?
Yes, I think so, and particularly from the life cycle of the product, your pumping costs over time should be cheaper. But the durability and the maintenance, for instance, if you've got another product, I won't name products, but a lot of times we see where maintenance costs are through the roof. So you're going to be able to say not only from a pumping cost over time, but also maintenance costs over time. And we can actually give you those numbers, diagrams, and statistics on them.
So quality is much better also.
Yeah, yes, sir. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions or comments? Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, council.
Appreciate
Thank you, Mayor Stephanie. Thank you.
No reports from special committee, no public hearing. At this time, we will hear a report on status of our city finances from Ms. Rowland.
Okay, so we'll start first with our banking balances. I wanted to point out again that line at the bottom that we added on the last statement in October for express bill deposit. That is for the $587,000 that's showing for November. Our credit card payments, instead of it posting directly into our bank account, it goes into a holding account that we have to transfer over. So that $587,000, which is due solely to utilities this time, is in that holding account. Well, it's in the holding account as of 11/30, could have been in the process. The second thing I wanted you all to look at is the 1-year comparison between 11/30/2023 and 11/30/2024. Specifically under Valley Bank, if you'll look at the utility collection and the general operating, it's like they did a switch because, and that is due in part to two things. The first thing is the stewardship that we put in the growth of Alexander City. So that's why general fund operating has increased substantially. And also, and this is something we kind of discussed earlier, the infrastructure improvements that we've been doing for our utilities. For a long time, we kind of band-aided, and now we're trying to fix and get everything upgraded. So that's kind of the reason for those changes. Although I am monitoring those, and I'm not gonna let the utilities collection account get too low before, we kind of halt something. On our financial summary, this is the second month of the year, so most of the accounts should have somewhere between 83 and 84% of their budgets left, remaining available, however you like to say that. If you find some that are low, that is typically due for two reasons. One thing, they did all of their, like they have maintenance contracts, they did all of those as a PO up front, so you may see some large encumbrances, or I think a Parks and Rec event line item. A lot of their events happen at the beginning of the year, so a lot of their budget is gone already. But if you look on page 4, under sewer department, I have that one highlighted in yellow because it's showing negative under the capital improvement, and that is because that 1.297 million that is encumbered is for the Shiners Cove and Willows project that we have ARPA funds from the county to cover. So that's why they're showing it. Lynn, they went ahead and did the POs for that, but that was the majority of that will be covered by, that ARPA money. But we have to spend it first to get reimbursed, so that's why it's in there like that. But that is, the main things I wanted to bring out. Do you have a question for me?
Any questions or comments?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you, Ms. Roman. Awesome job as always. No proclamations, no unfinished business, new business, number 1.
Resolution to reject all bids for bid number 25-03 for pump station improvements at the Willows.
Need a motion to approve the resolution as written.
Make a motion to approve the resolution as written.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote, Counselor Hardy,
Yay.
Counselor Eric Brown,
Yay.
Counselor Chris Brown,
Abstain.
Counselor Phillips,
Yay.
Chair, yay. Number 2,
Resolution to authorize the mayor of Alexander City to apply for an assistance to firefighters grant for thermal imaging cameras.
we need a motion to approve the resolution as written.
Make a motion, we approve the resolution as written.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote, Counselor Hardy,
Yay.
Counselor Eric Brown,
Yay.
Counselor Chris Brown,
Yay.
Counselor Phillips,
Yay.
Chair, yay. Number 3,
Resolution to set a public hearing to allow public input on the necessity for private ambulance service.
we need a motion to approve the resolution as written.
Make a motion. We approve the resolution as written.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote, Counselor Hardy,
Yay.
Counselor Eric Brown,
Yay.
Counselor Chris Brown,
Yay.
Counselor Phillips,
Yay.
Chair. At this time, no public comments. This time we'll hear comments from the mayor.
I'd just like to say, Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year and be safe over the holidays.
Comments from the finance director.
I just want to wish everyone a blessed Christmas and a very prosperous New Year.
Comments from the city clerk.
Same, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I appreciate all the department heads and their cooperation with me, trying to get, everything ready for you all in a timely manner. Our next city council meeting will be Monday, January 6th, 2025 at 5:30.
Comments from the council. Counselor Hardy.
Well, Merry Christmas to everyone. As financier said, prosperous New Year as well.
Counselor Eric Brown.
Thank everybody for coming out. Thank the mayor and staff for always doing such a wonderful job. Little tourism update, seeing Sandy back there, makes me think about it. Tourism board, the tourism team has done a very good job this past year doing a bunch of events, and they have a very exciting schedule for next year to do even more to draw people to our area. And there's been an app that will be able to download for locals and people who are interested in our area. Shows you different restaurants throughout the county, places to see, very exciting, really cool. They're doing a lot of really wonderful stuff.
Councilor, Councilor Chris Brown,
Thank you for coming out, and want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Everybody has a safe holiday and a blessed holiday. As we're out gathering up last minute things, don't forget about our local shops and businesses here. Let's remember to try to support our hometown people.
Councilor Phillips,
Just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you, Mr. Cole, for coming and presenting to us tonight. I second what Mr. Brown said, local businesses. I have a daughter that has one here, so all your support for local businesses would be great for the holidays. And thank you, everybody, for being here.
myself, I want to wish everyone, of course, a very Merry Christmas. Please remember the reason for the season. I hope that you all have a great new year. I want to thank everyone for the last year working, actually the last 8 years, working with this council as we try to move forward in our processes here in Alexander City. I think that everyone knows we have a very progressive council and we are looking out for the future. So thank you all again for so much that you all do every day. Y'all put everything on the line for us. So thank y'all. I hope y'all have a great, great Christmas. At this time, I need a motion to go in executive session per code section 36-25A-7A to discuss the sale of real property.
Second.
All in favor? Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Mr. Cole. We appreciate you.